can I get a refund? Like, they can put me back to how I was and let me get a refund. Because it honestly is no joke trying to sit here and recuperate and recover from this. Like, all right, well, here we are. 1 week. Actually, by the time I'm making this video, I'm probably like 10 days into it. But I wrote down my thoughts every day for the first 7 days about how I have felt throughout this entire process. I wanted to write them down as they came so I didn't really forget anything, and just to make sure they were fresh and I was good to go. So day 1 is Friday, the day after surgery. Day 0, of course, I have a video up about most of that day. It was literally just surgery day, went home, chilled, ate, did all that good stuff, in and out of sleep the whole day. Day 1 was Friday, last Friday. So last Friday, on surgery day, they put the nerve blocker in my leg. So by Friday, I still couldn't feel a thing. So I couldn't feel my toes. I couldn't feel, like, essentially anything from like here-ish down. So like it was numb. I couldn't feel my toes. I couldn't feel any of that. So I really wasn't in much pain. I was still taking the pain medication just to try and stay up to date on that, just in case any pain did start to creep in. I didn't have to worry about none of that. So I was just taking that, my stool softener, because like I said, I'm not trying to get constipated. So hydrocodone, stool softener, aspirin, anti-nausea medication, taking all those, sleeping, waking up, watching TV, eating, sleeping, watching TV, rinse and repeat. That's literally all I did. So next day, day 2, by the afternoon, so by Saturday afternoon, I started to be able to feel my toes. And it was like Saturday night, so it was probably over 48 hours-ish after the surgery that I started to be able to feel my toes. And that's when I kind of started to feel a little bit of pain. And it was odd because it was like, it wasn't just normal, like an ache and pain. It felt like there was lightning, like just shooting up and like, just like sparks, like instant, like pain just out of nowhere. And then it just goes away. Like, it's like an instant sharp pain, nothing, sharp pain, nothing. And I'm just sitting here like, oh my goodness. And this is like, I'm probably like in between hydrocodone doses. You're supposed to wait 4 to 6 hours, I think. I was trying to stay on the safe side of like 6 hours just because I like my liver, you know? And like, I think when this started, I was around like the 4 hour, 5 hour mark. And I was like, goodness gracious, like it was striking. I was like, man, I took a couple of Tylenol just to kind of have that intermediate something in between the doses of hydrocodone, because it honestly hurt. And, you know, that was going on. Let me make sure. And also, this is around the same time. So that night, kind of like the inside of my injured knee, so kind of like here, started hurting, like it was sore. And that's literally just due to the weight of this splint that I have on. It's just heavy, lugging it around. It's going to be similar when I get the boot or have the boot too. Like, it's just lugging this around. It is a hassle and it does kind of weigh on my knees a little bit, but it's really not bad right now. So that kind of just was kind of a beginning, kind of initial pain to, I don't know, adjust to having it. So yeah, there was that. And then that was kind of happening as I was trying to go to bed that night. So, I remember waking up in the night and I was in pain too, and I took some more. So yeah, it was kind of not a really good night, but the hydrocodone definitely helps. Like, when you take that, you start really feeling minimal amount of stuff, and then you just go to sleep, and then you're basically fine. So like, none of this was too unbearable. It was literally just very inconvenient. So, day 3 was a Sunday. So on Sunday, I came to Austin. That's where I'm at right now. I'm at my girlfriend's apartment. But day 3, I woke up after that night of nonsense, and I feel nauseous. Like, I feel not horribly nauseous, but I have a headache. I feel nauseous. I feel tired. I feel drained, probably because I didn't sleep that well during that night. So that's how I felt kind of most of the day, especially there's a 3-hour car drive to Austin. So that took a good minute. Just sitting in the car, I was uncomfortable. Of course, I was still on that pain medication, so I was in and out the whole car ride, and it really wasn't a pleasant time. But again, it was nothing too major. But Later that night, like going into the next night when I finally settled in, I had to go pee oh wait, no. This note is from Sunday. So when I woke up with the nausea and stuff, that night with all the shooting pain and stuff, I had to go pee 4 times that night. And imagine getting up, dizzy off this medicine, trying to crutch, because I didn't have my scooter upstairs at the time, so trying to crutch to the bathroom, go pee 4 different times in that same night. It was sick. I don't know why I had to go pee that much. Maybe I was overhydrated. I don't know, but it was honestly not a good sleeping experience. So maybe that's why I woke up, nausea, headache, all that good stuff. But anyway, after Sunday, after I made it to Austin, day 4 was going to be Monday, my first day of work. So on day 3, I wasn't really in that much pain anymore. Like after the initial lightning of I think it was just the nerve blocker wearing off and my system wasn't used to it. So after that pain, it wasn't too bad for the rest of that Sunday. So going into Monday, the first day of work, it wasn't like an intense pain that I had to deal with. So I wasn't, at this point, I was off the hydrocodone. I was fine for the most part. It was really just trying to keep it elevated, because when I had it down, like if I was sitting in a chair and my leg was down, I don't know if that's a good depiction, but like I would feel it kind of throb, and you would kind of feel like the pressure of just having your leg down and the pain from that. So when I was working, I was actually working like right over there. Hopefully I don't dox her. But so I was sitting in that chair. I don't know if you can see it, but I was sitting in a chair. My leg was down for the whole day, and it was really uncomfortable for the entire day. So what I ended up doing, it was her idea really, was moving to the couch, and that's where I still am. But literally just had my laptop, my mouse, and like an extra monitor. So I just work with kind of my laptop right here on my lap, screen to my right, have my mouse, doing all that, taking work calls, making drawings, doing whatever engineers do. So that was Monday. Like I said, not really a lot of pain, but it was just uncomfortable trying to work throughout the day. Tuesday, like I said, that's when I officially moved to the couch, the next day of work. And that's honestly, transparency here, I started thinking, is this worth it? Like, was this miserable? Because I'm miserable. Like this whole time, I'm barely seeing the sun. I'm not going outside. I'm just indoor. I like to work out most days. I'm not doing that. So it's just like inside having to be taken care of. I was in pain half the time. I couldn't sleep. Sleeping is just uncomfortable. One of the worst nights I had, I think it was going into Wednesday. Okay, my notes say Wednesday. I was literally up from 4 to 5:30, not in like horrible pain, but it was just uncomfortable. Like trying to put my leg in the right position. Like it hurt when I put it here. It hurt if I try to put it on the side or this side. It just hurt no matter which way I laid it. So it was just kind of like, I don't know, it was just kind of eating away at me. I was like, was this a good decision? Or could I have just lived how I was living? It was kind of sad, for real. I don't know, because I already went through with it, so it's not like I can go back. I feel like at one point I was talking with my girlfriend, I was like, can I get a refund? Like, they can put me back to how I was and let me get a refund, because it honestly is no joke trying to sit here and recuperate and recover from this. Like, this little 10-minute video, I can explain the day by day of the week, but until you're there living in the shoes for 24 hours, it's kind of hard to express how, I don't want to say boring, but how it's just like a consistent hassle, a consistent bad experience. I don't really know how to say it, but it's not a fun time at all. So if you're thinking about doing this, I think definitely consider, especially your lifestyle. Like I work from home. So if I have a job where I'm not going to be able to work and whatnot for several months, like this is all things you have to consider if you're being a surgery. But anyway, point being, at this day, I was literally considering, like, was this worth it? Because I think my knee still hurt a little bit at that time. I was tired. I was trying to work. Maybe I should have took more time off of work, but I don't know if that would have helped, because I am just sick of being inside. I'm in Texas. It's hot. I'm not trying to get this cast all sweaty and then feeling gross for the next week. So it was just, all in all, it was a pretty sad day, to be honest. Tuesday was not good, but emotionally, I think physically, I feel like honestly, physically, there's not a lot of pain. I think they were telling me at the hospital that Achilles surgeries typically aren't the most painful of them, but they do take a ton of time to heal. So, yeah. Anyway, on to the next day, day 6, Wednesday. I got some sleep finally that night after the worst night of sleep that I had. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. I almost fell getting out of the bathtub. So literally, typically I'm in the bathtub when I'm taking a shower. This is how I take a shower. So I essentially just sit down and let the water pour down on me, and my legs outside of the tub like this in a trash bag. It's like outside of the tub, but the water's pouring down on me. I'm just washing my body, doing what I do. And so I try to get up out of the bathtub, but I forget. Usually what I do is I sit down on the edge of the tub and swing my legs over. But this time I was a fool, and I tried to literally stand up and step out of the tub like you would normally. And you may be like, you're gonna step down onto what? Your torn Achilles? And I was like, so when I'm in the middle of stepping down, and then another thing, water's running down my body, and I'm not supposed to get this cast wet. I'm using a trash bag, so it's not like watertight. I just use it to stop water from splashing on it. So I feel water start to rush like straight towards this leg. It felt like, and I panic, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it's gonna get water all in here. So I reach for my towel, because my towel's on this. I roll this scooter up next to the tub because it has everything I need in this nifty basket. I love the basket, but anyway, phone died. There's a different recording session. But like I said, yeah, love this basket. So I get the towel, I'm trying to dry myself, and I feel myself falling over, and I can't fall onto this leg. So I'm like, what am I finna do? So I'm in the tub with my right foot, like my right foot's still in the tub, my left foot's hanging out. But I'm standing up, right foot in the tub, left foot hanging out. And I literally jump with my right foot, like over the tub. Like if this pillows the edge of the tub, 1 foot in, 1 foot out, I literally jump with this leg, and I'm like hopping over and landed there. There's like a big thud. My girlfriend's like, oh my goodness, did you fall? I didn't fall, but I was about to, because it was tough. It was a tough maneuver. And if my right foot would have slipped, like it's wet, it's in a bathtub, it'd have been tough. But I didn't, so I'm fine. But yeah, that's insane. Definitely be careful when you're taking your showers and whatnot, or however you have worked out that system. I highly recommend a chair. Literally, if you have a chair, I think it would be a whole lot easier to, do all that good stuff. So, let's see. After that whole tub scenario, generally it's just uncomfortable, I think would just be the moral of the story. As far as how I felt after, it's just generally uncomfortable trying to have it in the right position. And sometimes when it's just down, laying flat, it just hurts a little bit more than you would like. And it's not like a horrible pain. It's just like a kind of an achy kind of feeling. And like I said, they did the heel anchor with mine. They anchored my Achilles into my Achilles heel, I guess I'm weak. But, yeah, they anchored my Achilles into my heel, and I can kind of feel the heel soreness. I haven't really had time to actually of course, I'm not supposed to put weight on it, so I haven't actually stepped down onto it, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of the pain my doctor was alluding to. He was saying, like, a lot of people have this heel pain. It's not really a pain, it's more of a discomfort for a few months after the surgery, and I think I'm kind of starting to feel what that's going to be like in future stages. But yeah, Thursday, 1 full week after the surgery, honestly, like that was all day 6, day 7. It's not bad. I would say this is, like I said, this is 10 days after, but by day 7, I know for a fact, and I don't know if it's just with me, because I don't remember this from last time, but like my calf cramps up, like it's an active cramp whenever I'm on my scooter. So it's like if I'm have my leg up like this, scootering as you would, like my calf is literally, it just feels like it's cramping, like it's getting a whole workout. And I'm not sure what that's about. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know if that's a good sign, like, oh, there's some tension there that I didn't have before, so now my calf is actually feeling something again. I don't know, but it definitely cramps every time I get on this, like without a doubt. So I don't know. It's gotta be something hopefully positive. And yeah, it's literally just discomfort. Discomfort when you're trying to sleep and prop it right and prop it up, or lay on your side or your back or whatever it is. It's literally just discomfort. But at this point of weekend, I think all the pain's gone. Like I said, I'm not on any medication since Sunday, really. Since Saturday night, kind of. So all in all, staying good, staying strong. I think honestly, overall, I'm less kind of out of that stage of, oh, this is a horrible decision. And I'm more of a stage of okay, we in it to win it. It's only going to get better from here. I'm looking forward to be able to run, walk again. I'm looking forward to be able to work out. Like when I get this boot on, I think I'm going to start with my kind of just upper body exercises. Like I'm not going to do like anything on my feet, but like do some push-ups, some sit-ups, some curls, something. Like I just need to move my body, man. I miss working out so much because I typically do that like at least 4 to 5 times a week. But yeah, I'm just trying to get back to that. My appointment is on Friday, so I'll keep you updated when I take this off, get the boot on, see how we're shaking out, see exactly the splits of how long I'll be, non-weight bearing. And I'm sure we're going to do the heel lifts and the different tapering off until you're, on your feet is normal, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, I think that's about it. So stay safe out there, man. It's tough. Also, by the way, this channel is not an Achilles channel. I don't want that to just be the main narrative. I'm going to post other things. I'm not quite sure what yet, but I kind of like making these videos. So there we have it.